bunch of them are clapping.
Uh-oh. Oh, here you go. I got one for you. Here you go. She hears a special song that Kenny Loggins sings called I'm All Right. Nobody worry about me. She wants to know, is that her Beth talking to her?
Well, what do you think? That's what she did. Well, what do you think? That's what she's doing. She's like, what do you think? Come on now. How else are you going to know where the hell I am? What do you think? Come on, Trish. What do you think? Oh, my gosh, she's so funny. Whoever this Beth is so great. What do you think? I'm right here. Can't you see me? Oh, my gosh, she's hysterical. I hope this is how she is, because if she isn't, then she is hysterical. I'm loving this girl. I'm loving her. She's like, what do you think?
Okay.
Here I am. Can't get rid of me. Ha, 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 ha.
Oh, Trish, I hope that blesses you because it's blessing me for you.
I hope so.
Whoa, I'm crying.
No.
I'm crying.
Oh,
my gosh. Yeah.
You know how God puts people in your life when you need them the most, and sometimes you just don't realize it until they're gone. But you realize what special people they are and how much they've come into your life and changed you. And Beth, she changed my life. In 1990, just graduated, me and my best friend, and another guy from our high school. We went to Locust Grove High School, and at the time, we had the top yearbook and the top newspaper in the state of Oklahoma, and we were just a little 3A school. There were 100 people in my class when we graduated, but we had an excellent journalism advisor, teacher, Mrs. Betty P. Perkins, and tell you the truth, my life was a little different at the time. My mom wasn't in the picture. My dad barely was. And when I was 16, I moved in with my boyfriend, who was 31 at the time. And yes, I was 16. And oh my gosh, yeah, I'd kill my daughter. But at the time, my parents dropped the ball, okay? And Johnny Ray was taking care of me. He was making sure that, hey, you finish school. I quit 3 weeks before my graduation. I'm not going to let that happen to you. So I have him to thank for that, because I don't think that I would have finished high school. My brother dropped out when he was 16. But something was always pushing me. And in 1990, after I graduated, 3 of us received leadership scholarships, $10,000 leadership scholarships, to come down to Bacone College in Muskogee and turn their publications around. They were like doing the Xerox newspaper, and we were like doing newsprint, and you had to do layout, and top of the state. Let's get these kids up here and turn this around, and we did. We did. The first time I met Beth, we're all gathered around having, publications meeting. We're all sitting in this room on desk and stuff, and Beth comes in. Never seen anybody like Beth in my life, much less talk to them. My little town, we had 2 black kids, Joe and John Warren. Love those boys. Love them, love them, love them. We just didn't have diversity. And, when Beth walked in the door, we all had questions. We had seen her around campus. So we're going around the room, and everybody, won't you stand up and tell us a little bit about yourself, okay? All right, here we go. Beth stands up. Beth. My name is Beth Alloway. I've just been released from the Edie Warrior Correctional Facility. I'm a recovering heroin addict, and I don't trust anybody. Sits down. Yeah, change the mood in the room real quick. So, of course, at first we were a little standoffish. Who is this chick? But then we saw her artwork. Oh my gosh. Blew us away. blew us away. This is our 1991 Bacone yearbook. Beth did all the artwork. The really good one, I don't know where I put it right now, but I mean, looky here. She even won like lots of awards, you know, just, so did I. But I mean, there's Beth, there's Beth, there's Beth. All of this artwork, all of our headers, I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, look at this Bart Bacone. Look at this Bart Bacone. Oh yeah, here we go. See, she's the art director. And she made money. Businesses in Muskogee would hire her to do their windows and so forth. But any of this artwork in here, she did. Yeah, crazy. But the time putting together and turning this around, we spent a lot of time together, a lot of late nights. We just ate, drank, and breathed the publications there. And Beth, spending a lot of time with her. I love that woman. I mean, she just adopted me. I mean, I'd never met anybody like her before, and I was proud she was my friend. And listening to her stories, at one time she sang backup for Leon Russell in Tulsa Days, and I have a feeling it was like during the really heavy drug days. I listened to her stories all the time, and I just was just so wow where this person came from and what they'd been through and how they're trying to turn their life around. I loved her. I saw a light in her back then, you know, at 18. And I don't know why, she saw something in me too. And she was like my parent. She always took care of me when I was down, when something was wrong. Always made sure I was sleeping, I was eating. Beautiful woman. I mean, soul family, really. Just soul family. So when I heard the news about Beth and the terrible way and what happened with her, of course I cried. I've had so many experiences with her, but she always talked in like a baby voice, you know, like to us, like how Mimi was saying, what do you think? You know, that was Beth. She was always moving around, and so what are we gonna do today? What did we learn today? So I mean, I always knew that it was Beth when I heard that song, because there's been so many times in my life when driving down the road talking to her. Come on, this mail lady for 16 years. That's a lot of hours on a dirt road delivering mail with nobody around. Yeah. So every time I think about her or talk to her or something, turn the radio on, Kenny Loggins, I'm Alright, has always came on. I knew it was her, but to have her personality come through, that was a blessing. So thank you very much. I'm just looking through memories, a little sad, but I don't regret anything. You know, there was nothing left unsaid. She's still taking care of me. She's still around. I have my bad days. When the whole brain tumor thing was going on. Puking every day for a year. Migraines. I know my pit crew was around, and I know Beth was there. And thank you. It's a beautiful message, and I got to share it with some people. I took the clip and forwarded it to them. I'm on ban on Facebook. 24 turned into 3-day, turned into 30-day, and I'm just so tired of being censored. My channel, Tat17, was deleted. That's a year's work of my life. Over 40 videos. I didn't quite have 100 subscribers, but I know there was at least 80 people that were subscribed to me that weren't family or friends. That's a start. And my series, The Rabbit Hole, was really getting, some views. But this all started when I changed my political view. I've been a Democrat for 30 years. I did not wake up until the brain tumor. And that was an emergency thing. I'd been having migraines for over a year, throwing up every day out on the route. Went in for a diabetic checkup. Yeah, I was taking insulin too back then. Went in for a diabetic checkup and told the doctor what was going on, and she sent me for a CT. 2 days later, my husband's calling, screaming at me, "Why aren't you answering the phone?" Well, I was trying to rest, and he said they're waiting for us at the emergency room in Joplin. And there was no time to think, no time to anything. It was get up there. They put 4 IVs in me of, I believe it was steroids to get the swelling down on my brain. They were scared that any movement would shift it and it would explode, and so I don't have hardly any memories of before the surgery, just colors, sounds. John said it was awful. And they performed the surgery on my 46th birthday. Sole contract. I realize now, 45 years to the fucking day. Wake up. And I know it's beautiful what's going on. I'm totally changed. I will never go back to sleep. I mean, my friend Jenny said, "Trish, you've always been woke. You're just awake now." And when I think about that, it's probably true, because my whole background, I've always been that sci-fi chick, conspiracy theory. Well, sit down, please do tell. You have my full attention. That's me. And I did my Wicca phase, went down the shaman road, medicine woman road. I'm half Cherokee. My grandma and my dad, they would use a pendulum all the time. I never really asked or anything, but now that I'm getting back into the pendulum, I did used to use that all the time when I was studying Wicca, but I just stopped. And lately, you know what? I have tarot cards. I have my Pathfinder. These are things back in my 20s that I went through. But, I'm very grateful for that, because now I know about the colors, the numbers, the different herbs, days of the week, for spells. I don't use it anymore because, manifesting is a lot easier. I'm just saying. But Kathy, I know you're going to do great things with your channel, and I can't wait to watch you explode. And thank you so much. Light and love.